I guess good afternoon. My name is Justin Stiefel. I'm the CEO of Heritage Distilling Company, and our headquarters are in Gig Harbor, Washington. We also have a full production distillery in Eugene, Oregon. We're passing around several option samples for you this morning. On your table also you should find a catalog that we put in front of every desk or seat. And there's a one sheet flyer that on the backside has our FOB pricing by product category. Everything that we produce is line priced within a category product type. So we're starting off today. We are the most awarded craft distillery in North America by the American Distilling Institute the last 2 years in a row. And we produce a full range of products. If you turn to page 2 in the catalog in the lower right-hand corner, you're going to see a series of flavored vodkas we make, all naturally flavored. You might ask, why are you making flavored vodka? Well, we want to make flavored vodka that tastes good, that is craft, and that is approachable for the average person. All the flavored vodkas begin as wine. We triple distill it on our custom-built Italian-made still and produce the vodka, and then every flavor is 100% naturally flavored. Starts with the cane-based simple syrup. The real ingredient goes in, and no aspartame, no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial flavors, all bottled at 60 proof and designed so that 2 steps to make the cocktail. Very quick. Average pour cost, depending on the state you're in, is going to be between 50 and 54 cents per pour. So for on-premise accounts, the margins remain very high. In the Pacific Northwest, one example of account we're in, the Outback Steakhouses. We own the entire happy hour menu for all happy hour cocktails, and they're all the flavored vodkas. They're easy to produce into a summer lemonade series with the addition of any kind of lemonade, one flavored vodka, maybe addition of iced tea, and keeps the requirement for back bar syrups down to a minimum, and again allows the bartenders to make many more drinks per hour. Next item we're offering up is our Elk Rider Series, which is an homage to our heritage family history. We used to, before statehood, domesticate elk and break them and ride them in parades in the 1800s, which is a very strange thing. And the story behind that gets people kind of interested in the product. So we have a rye, which is limited allocation right now, 95% rye. We have a bourbon, which is being poured right now. It's a high rye bourbon, 65% corn, 30% rye, and 5% malted barley. And every whiskey that we distill, age, put in the bottle, if it's not a flavored whiskey, we bottle at 92 proof because we do not want to chill filter it. And the result of that is you get a much better palate feel, texture, and character across the palate. Third item we just released is our BSB brown sugar bourbon. In the flavored whiskey category, we submitted this and labeled it as a bourbon, not as a whiskey, because there are not a lot of flavored bourbons on the market. We also stayed away from any use of the word fire, because in our opinion that's an overused word in the cinnamon whiskey category by many producers, and so there are very few brown sugar producing whiskeys. And so the note on this is heavy brown sugar on the front, notes of cinnamon on the nose, but not red hot artificial cinnamon, real cinnamon from real cinnamon sticks. And again, that fits within our ethos of if it's not able to be pulled out of the ground or picked off a tree or off a plant, it's not going to go in the bottle. This is a product concept that we're just launching this spring. We've teamed up with some very large names in music and have launched the Rocked series, Rocked Vodka, Rocked flavored vodkas. And if you go to the webpage, rockedvodka.com, you're going to see we already have product endorsements and working on concert series with folks from Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Typo Negative, and on and on. And we get to continue to parlay this brand into arenas and small concert venues through the use of social media tied to the particular artists that may be on tour at that time. And the biggest band in the world right now, Disturbed, the bassist for Disturbed, John Moyer, is one of the partners in the project. If you don't know who Disturbed is, they're only the third band in the history of music to have 5 albums debut at #1. And the only 2 other bands that have ever done that in the history of music are Metallica and Dave Matthews Band. Wasn't the Beatles, wasn't Rolling Stones or The Who. And so to have that kind of push behind a brand launch into arenas and bars, especially in, like say, New York or the Vegas area, that's the kind of marketing support that is hard to replicate artificially. Our last project that we released last year in the Northwest is our Spirits Advent Calendar. This was a logistical challenge for us to make as a craft distillery, but in 20 days we bottled in our own facility 240,000 minis and launched this in, again, in our market. 12 of our products, 2 of each product, and designed for Advent. So December 1st through December 24th, you're going to get a mix of 6 of our top flavored vodkas, a couple of our regular vodkas, gin, a couple of whiskeys, and a blended whiskey. And the retail price for this is ranging between $35 and $40 on the shelf at retail, depending on the market you're in. This year we're going to have the current release plan right now is for about 30,000 of those units. And again, they are easy to sell, easy gift item. The packaging is great. We're the first ones really ever in the US to have done this. If you've seen the Advent calendars that have liquor, most of the time they come from overseas and they're running $150 to $200, $300. So to have a price point like this at under $50 makes it a very easy gift for someone. Capabilities of production are on the very last page of the brochure between our Gig Harbor production facility and our Eugene production facility. We have a mix of large pot stills with columns and a mix of continuous stills, all, again, custom made. And all the bottling is also done in-house. Everything we do, we control whether we get bulk wine from wineries by the tanker truckload, or grain from our wheat farmers, our corn farmers, our rye farmers out of Saskatchewan, Canada, and all the malted barley is Pacific Northwest grown. We are table number 44. We're right by the front entrance downstairs, and we'd love to answer any questions at that point. Yes? We bring in about 6,000 gallons every 10 days. It's mostly from Washington. Washington is the second largest wine producing market in the United States, and we have about 800 active licensed wineries in Washington State. That also helps keep our trucking and transportation costs down, because it's not cheap to pay the freight to truck 6,000 gallons of liquid. Approximately every 10 days, yeah. Sometimes it's 7 days, sometimes it's 14 days, depends on availability and our production schedule, yeah. And it's always red wine, no white wine. Yes? My aspirations are, I don't care what you're drinking, as long as it says Heritage Distilling Company in the bottle. Yes. We are in Washington, we are in Oregon, liquor control state, we're in North Carolina through the liquor store system, certain items. Just started in California in January. We're starting here in New York and New Jersey in April, and looking for other opportunities. We also are shipping to Hong Kong and starting into free trade ports in interior China in June. The goal is to make craft approachable. Craft does not have to equal expensive on the shelf for the consumer. It should be approachable, because for new brands, people don't want to take a risk. We want to sell the second bottle, not the first. That's our goal. Thank you very much.